Ready? Okay, we're live.
Okay, hello and welcome back. It's Kelowna Now live from the top of Landmark 6. I don't think we have much of a view. The sun is starting to set here. It is a check on our weather forecast coming up shortly as well. But first off, some headlines. Victoria City Councillor called on to resign after signing a letter disputing sexual violence in Hamas attack.
Yeah, petitions getting thousands of signatures following discovery that a Victoria councillor signed an open letter that calls on politicians to end their complicity in genocide and disputes reports of sexual violence by the Hamas during the October 7th attack. In response to the letter, a change.org petition is calling for the city to censure Councillor Susan Kim, who was elected in 2022, and it demands that she apologize and resign. And since then, the Victoria Mayor has made a statement saying the councillor will speak for herself regarding the signing of the controversial letter. Mayor Marina Alto has released an official statement on the conflict in the Middle East and has declined to comment on the conduct of Councillor Susan Kim, other than that to say that she can speak for herself.
All right. Big White. Okay, we were expecting it to open up maybe this coming up weekend, but it looks like it's going to be pushed back a little bit.
Mother Nature says no.
Yeah.
Mother Nature is the boss when it comes to snow.
You know, the sunshine is beautiful down in the valley, but if you're up in the mountains, you want to see that snow.
Yeah, so that's been pushed back till November 30th.
So one of our bigger employers in Kelowna, Anodyne Electronics, was a big winner at Kelowna's Business Excellence Awards on Friday night. I think we have a...
My name is Taylor Wiley. I'm the General Manager at Anodyne Electronics Manufacturing here in Kelowna. We're a designer and manufacturer of avionics communication equipment, loudspeaker systems, caution and warning panels, as well as crack detection compliance sensors for airlines. We have exciting products that play an important part in public safety, including aerial firefighting, search and rescue, and law enforcement. We provide products globally, and it's very exciting for our employees to be a part of that and feel like they're providing solutions not only locally, but across the globe. ADM is a large company, and we're continuing to grow, and we're excited to do that here in Kelowna.
That's a good industry for us.
There you go, and they won the Large Business of the Year.
Yeah, congratulations, Anodyne, the team there. The inaugural Winter Wonderland at Joanna's House means festive fun for a great cause.
A new holiday tradition set to begin in Kelowna this winter. KGH Foundation has announced that the inaugural Winter Wonderland will be held at Joanna's House from 1 to 6 p.m. on Sunday, December 17th. It's tabbed as a festive and fun event that will celebrate the magic of unity and community while raising important funds for Joanna's House. Where did my tongue go today? Crazy world.
And a different approach. BC Mounties have, they've, I guess, mounted an appeal for the owner of lost cocaine.
Yeah, they put out a tweet saying if this happens to be your cocaine, you can come and claim it. Half a kilo of cocaine found in the ceiling of a public restroom. If the drugs are yours and you want to report them lost or stolen, please call the Mission RCMP. We'll set up an interview in a jail cell for you. Actually, number 3. And bring proof of purchase or other evidence so we can confirm the drugs are yours. Interesting.
How many likes did they get on that one there? The mayor of Surrey is announcing constitutional challenge over policing.
Yeah, the mayor of Surrey says the city will mount a constitutional challenge to the province's appointment of an administrator to take over the police board and oversee the transition to a municipal police force. Brenda Locks, who opposes the transition, says an amended court petition will be filed today after the city had already requested a judicial review of the province's directive to proceed with the switch away from the RCMP. She said she'll do everything within reason to stop the transition.
Okay, so this is kind of an interesting question here. I thought it was the city that had actual final say or decision on what type of policing service they have.
Apparently, the BC government is saying no.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, see where that goes. Children of homeowners are twice as likely to own property themselves, a StatCan study says.
Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? People born in the 1990s, the parents who own their property had a home ownership rate of 17% in 2021. In contrast, members of those same cohort of parents did not own a home had an ownership rate of 8.1. Now, that kind of makes sense. Like, they probably talked about home values and stuff like that to their children and all that, and maybe even help them buy a home, right?
If you're, homeowner, maybe you're saving a little bit more too, and able to
Speaking of homes,
fund the child's home.
Interest rates
substantially higher because of, guess what? Government spending, the Scotiabank study finds.
Scotiabank says 2% of that 5% interest rate right now is due to the government. There's no question in our minds that fiscal policy has complicated the task of monetary policy in Canada, says the report. So that kind of goes against what they've been saying all along, that it was the people's fault and Ukraine's fault and everybody else's fault except for their own fault. And the Bank of Canada recently and the Scotiabank now are saying, perhaps time to look in the mirror.
Yeah. Jagmeet Singh also blasts Justin Trudeau and Pierre Poilievre at their BC convention.
Another guy in need of a mirror. That David Eby guy's a tall guy. But here's Jagmeet calling out Justin Trudeau and Pierre Poilievre. Yeah.
It's just a
He says Trudeau's out of touch liberals. They delay and disappoint. Can't argue with him there. The reason Trudeau doesn't get what people are going through, he only acts when he's forced to and when his political future is on the line. And how about Jagmeet, when you protect him and stop any investigation into some of the scandals that have been going on? So, easy to say. Much tougher to do something that is in the best interests of all Canadians.
Yeah, true.
But he can point fingers. He's really good at that.
Watch out. Several brands of fresh cut fruit have been recalled to salmonella risk, and that includes some pineapples, watermelons, cantaloupes. And Health Canada says Fresh Start Foods. They're ready, set, serve.
Fresh fruit have been recalled. That's sold in BC, Alberta, and Manitoba, and the stuff you can look at is pineapples, watermelons, and cantaloupes. Okay.
Kitchen Essentials.
Kitchen what? Oh, that's where it's sold?
Kitchen Essentials and Central Foods Co. are among the brands affected, so keep an eye out for that. Looks like the CRA is clawing back almost $500 million in COVID-era wage subsidies after just a partial audit.
Yeah, so they're just starting. They've clawed back $458 million that was dispersed through the CEWS program that helped subsidize staff wages up to 75% in the hopes of encouraging companies to hang on to their employees. Overall, the program dispersed, you get this number, $100 billion in wage subsidies.
Ooh.
$100 billion. And so they've got back a pittance of that, I guess you would say.
Well, it's a rounding error.
Big number for us.
Just a rounding error.
Small number for them.
There you go. The Kelowna's Gospel Mission is preparing to undergo its largest Christmas match campaign to date, beginning today.
Nice. The KGM's goal is to raise $300,000, and as up to $150,000 donations will be matched by a group of donors. That campaign runs till the 28th, and it provides food, shelter, and support for services for people in Kelowna. And tomorrow it's going to get hot at City Hall. Public hearing on Kelowna's short-term rental plan is going to be held tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. Starts at 3. There you go. The hearing's set for 3. So if you have something to say, drop by. Go to KelownaNow.com and read. There's a lot of detail in this story. We won't cover it all here, but just go to KelownaNow.com and read that story, and you'll be able to find the information, especially if you're interested in on either side of that. Mm-hmm. From our 5 things earlier this morning, it looks like a win in Argentina for Libertarian candidate Javier Milei. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I think you're saying it wrong. I said it with confidence, though, didn't I? You did. Owned it. He's a dog-loving, rock-singing, chainsaw-wielding economist with a tantric sex instructor. Wow. It's an odd combination. And he's won the Argentine presidential election. There you go. He's famous for his media rants and his mop of dark hair. He does have a big mop of hair. I saw the win speech / dance. He's very animated. That's for sure. Fun to watch. I'm sure he'll be a ball for the next few years. And then speaking of carbon tax again. Yeah. So this is like a report from Oxfam that claims that the top 1%, right? The top 1% of wealthiest equal the bottom 66% in terms of their carbon emissions, right? Imagine that. Sort of the way it goes. That. Yeah. Yet that's the people at the pump that are having a tough time paying for their groceries that are like being the ones that are mostly blamed for this,
Yeah.
and that they have to foot the bill when
That's a large.
private jets and large yachts.
Just look at the size of the people and the size of those yachts there on that picture.
Maybe they should just give everybody a carbon credit, and then you could spend your carbon credits the way you want. And then maybe they'll just buy carbon credits from people that don't.
Jim,
need
you're
them.
talking crazy talk now. Okay, and we are getting ready to host another Energize as we delve into the dynamic world of technology changes and updates.
Who's that?
Yeah, I guess that's.
We actually launched the show on Kelowna Now today,
Yeah, great.
just in case you didn't know.
I've been busy, just working
Busy,
on other
busy,
things.
busy, just busy.
Busy.
right?
Well, anyways,
Making busy. It's just some financial bits to kind of chuck around here. This is some of the stuff's out of the U.S., and it usually follows here, though. Auto loan delinquencies among subprime borrowers reached a 30-year high.
now I heard that the
Highest rate since 1994. Nice.
auto industry could undergo some kind of correction similar to what the real estate.
Well,
industry went
I
through
watched
in
a piece this
2008.
morning showing that, especially the Stellantis brands, the Dodge and Jeep, like some of their stuff sitting, they got like 400 days of inventory sitting on their lots. So they're not selling. I mean, the vehicles are too high priced, and people don't have the money. So they're having a tough time selling those brands. Some of the cars that are selling are really a lot cheaper, like economical cars are selling, but the expensive stuff's not moving in the States. So it probably will reflect here. If it's not already here, it'll come here. And again, the average credit card balance in the U.S. hits a 10-year high, up 15% from last year. So crazy. But on the bright side, Morgan Stanley joins a chorus of other banks that are saying in the 2024 outlook, predicting that the U.S. Fed will make deep interest rates cuts over the next 2 years as inflation cools, or before they destroy the economy.
We'll see which happens first then.
Well, it's definitely, there's a lot of people that are really nervous that are renewing their mortgages right now, with high energy prices and high interest rates.
And what a quandary!
The people that got hurt the most.
You're looking at like how many years are we going to sign up for this mortgage, not knowing which way it's actually going. But I guess this is.
I think it's. I mean, like I said, there's a few of the banks that are predicting that it'll come down. The bigger investment firms of the States, and we're seeing some of that pressure here too. Like I look at some of the layoff notices, big corporations, lots of layoff notices. Yeah. So the economy has cooled. If they just curb some of the government spending, I think things will start to come back to where they need to be. So we apologize. Our morning news read did not make it.
It was our pantomime version.
Yeah, it was. It was like if you could read lips, you had it there for a while anyway. So our we'll be back at 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock. We wanted a quick check on the 5-day weather forecast here before we head out the door, since we missed it this morning. Give you a quick glance at what is shaping up for the rest of the week. We had lots of sunshine today, and that has evolved to cloudier conditions. It'll be cloudy overnight. A little bit of clearing in the morning, but it'll be still a little bit of cloud cover tomorrow and a high of 6. Showers, snow, and a bit of cloud cover for Wednesday, but then it's going to get a bit sunnier again for Thursday and Friday. Highs of 1 and 0 as we cruise into the weekend. Hopefully a little bit of snow here in midweek, though, will help Big
Snow
White.
in the mountains,
Yes.
snow here.
Well, it'll be showers here, snow there. We'll see.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways, that's our forecast for ATB Wealth. Realize your vision of wealth at atbwealth.com/wealth Kelowna.
And we'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. with sound, hopefully.
Till then.
Till then, have a safe.